We're live. Okay. Everybody ready? Okay, great. Thank you. All right. So good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining the virtual council meeting. The meeting can be viewed on HPA-TV, hpa-tv.org, channel 96 on Comcast, and channel 6032 on Frontier. I am calling to order the regular scheduled meeting for June 23rd, 2025 to order. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll, please. We can't hear you, Mr. Town Clerk. You're still on mute, Eric.
Town clerk is malfunctioning because of the heat.
Well, that's why we decided to do this virtually, because City Hall is steaming. John said he was walking up Main Street and there was nobody on Main Street. Mr. Town Clerk, can you hear? We can hear you. Okay, give him a minute.
Can you guys hear me now?
Now we can hear you, sir.
Thank you. Sorry for the delay. Councilman Miller?
Here.
Councilman Clark?
Here.
Councilman Gale?
Here.
Councilman Hernandez?
Here.
Councilman Baker?
Here.
Councilman Rosado?
Here.
Councilman Rossetti?
Here.
Council President Surgeon?
Here.
Mayor Leader Thomas?
Here.
Your quorum, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Can we all stand to say the Pledge of Allegiance?
I don't know what we're standing for.
Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States, to the republic where we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty, justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader, you have the floor, ma'am.
Thank you. I make a motion to approve the minutes of June 9th, 2025.
Second.
The motion been made to approve the minutes for June 9th, 2025. Are there any discussion? Any questions? Seeing none and hearing none, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Miller?
Yes.
Councilman Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Gale?
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez? You're mute, Councilman.
Yes.
Councilman Baker?
Yes.
Rosado?
Yes.
Councilman Rossetti?
Yes.
Council President Surgeon?
Yes.
Councilman Thomas?
Yes.
Pass.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
I make a motion to suspend the rules to add the following supplemental agenda items: 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, which will be explained in the agenda.
Thank you, Madam Majority Leader. There's motion on the floor and it's improperly second to suspend the rule for supplemental agenda for 6.1, 6.2, and 6.3. Are there any issues, any concerns, any questions? Seeing or hearing none, Mr. Town Clerk?
On a suspension of the rules. Councilman Miller?
Yes.
Councilman Clark?
Yes.
Councilman Gale?
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez?
Yes.
Councilman Baker?
Yes.
Councilman Rosado?
Yes.
Majority Leader Rossetti?
Yes.
President Surgeon?
Yes.
Minority Leader Thomas?
Yes.
Pass.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Majority Leader.
I make a motion to place the following items on consent. 3.1, Mayor Arulampalam with accompanying resolution authorizing the city's application for acceptance of 3 grants from the state of Connecticut Department of Children and Families with a project amount of $129,393, $36,600, and $17,208. 3.2, Mayor Arulampalam with an accompanying resolution transferring $133,453 from sundry non-operating department expenditures in fiscal year 2026 to the Registrar of Voters Office. 5.2, Assistant Majority Leader Clark, an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Article 5, Section 2.296 through Section 2.2-299, Division 10 of the Hartford Municipal Code and establishing an African American and Black History Cultural Commission. 5.3, Assistant Majority Leader Clark, resolution approving the lease of 280 Enfield Street and release of grant funding. 5.4, Mayor Arulampan with accompanying resolution authorizing the transfer to the suspense book of $245,816.61 in the outstanding motor vehicle and personal property taxes for tax bills. 5.5, Mayor Arulampan with accompanying resolution authorizing the submission of community programs eligible for the 2025 Connecticut Neighborhood Assistance Tax Act Tax Credit Program. 5.6, Mayor Arulampan with an accompanying resolution to approve an initial contract for the city's automated traffic enforcement safety device vendor. 5.7, Mayor Arulampan with accompanying resolution authorizing the mayor to apply for and accept a grant in the amount of $68,851.86 from the State of Connecticut Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office for the fiscal year 2025 Speed and Aggressive Driving Enforcement Grant.
Second.
A motion to be properly made and second to place the following items on the consent calendar. Items 3.1, 3.2, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, 5.6, and 5.7. Any discussion? Any questions? Seeing or hearing none, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Victor,
Yes.
Councilman Rosado,
yes,
Councilman Rossetti,
Yes.
Council President Surgeon,
Yes.
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
That's Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. Make a motion to receive the following items. Health and Human Services Committee, communication discharging an ordinance amending Chapter 2, Article 5, Section 2-296 through Section 2-299, Division 10 of the Hartford Municipal Code and establishing an African American and Black History and Cultural Commission. 3.4, Planning Economic Development Committee, communication discharging resolution approving the lease of 280 Enfield and release of grant funding. 3.5, Committee of the Whole, communication discussing a presentation on the City Hall master plan. 4.1, Planning, Economic Development and Housing Committee, report discussing postponement of resolution to enter into a purchase and sale agreement for the sale of parcels at 17 and 21 Wells Street. 4.2, Planning, Economic Development and Housing Committee, report discussing postponement of resolution authorizing City of Hartford surplus dollars to purchase 3 parcels identified as 255 Garden Street, 51 Homestead Avenue, and 101 Homestead Avenue. 4.3, Planning, Economic Development and Housing Committee report discussing postponement of resolution directing the Department of Public Works to evaluate and reconfigure bike lanes to support small business viability and multimodal safety. 4.4, Planning, Economic Development and Housing Committee report discussing postponement of resolution authorizing the sale of 13 Enfield Street. 4.5, Planning, Economic Development and Housing Committee report discussing postponement of resolution authorizing the sale of 214, 216 Mather Street. 4.6, Operations Management, Budget and Government Accountability Committee report discussing postponement of resolution calling for the Hartford Court of Common Council for reviewing and amending handicap parking policies and meter changes in collaboration with the Hartford Park Authority and disability rights organizations. 4.7, Operations Management, Budget and Government Accountability Committee report discussing resolution authorizing the transfer to the suspense book of $245,816.61 in outstanding motor vehicle and personal property taxes for tax bills 4.8, Operations Management Budget and Government Accountability Committee, report discussing resolution authorizing the submission of community programs eligible for the 2025 Connecticut Neighborhood Assistance Act Tax Credit Program. 4.9, Quality of Life and Public Safety Committee, report discussing resolution to approve an initial contract for the city's automated traffic enforcement safety device vendor. And 4.10, Quality of Life and Public Safety Committee, report discussing resolution authorizing the mayor to apply for and accept a grant in the amount of $68,851.86 from the State of Connecticut Department of Transportation Highway Safety Office for the fiscal year 2025 Speed and Aggressive Driving Enforcement Grant.
Second.
Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, what do we got? Received. Never mind. You're right. Go ahead. Sorry, I'm looking at it online. Go ahead.
So
Second.
motion is made and properly second by his Assistant Majority Leader Clark to place the following items on the received calendar.
Madam President,
Yep.
Councilman Gale has his hand up.
Sorry, go ahead, Councilman Gale.
I didn't want to interrupt your train there, Madam President, of reciting the matters. I just question though, on 3.5, this was the report that we received on the Committee of the Whole. When the presentation was made, I believe there's a fairly substantial report that that these folks delivered to the city. And I'm just wondering where the repository of that report is, where we as council members might get our hands on it, and where the public might have an opportunity to take a look at it. So I don't know if Council President knows the answer to that question, or if anybody else knows the answer.
I will, but let me finish putting those items on the received calendar, and then I will discuss that point you have on the question.
Sure.
So again, let's go back to the following items that's been placed on the received calendar. Items 3.3, items 3.4, 3.5, items 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, 4.4, 4.5, 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, 4.9, 4.10. There has been properly made and properly seconded, and the discussion was opened up for Councilman Gale for items 3.5 to ask how, where is the repository of this report, and how can someone get a copy of it? The report is filed in the town clerk's office, both the actual hand paper report and also the committee report is filed in the town clerk's office. If we want copies of that report, it's $300 for a full copy of the report. I was going to order one for the council's office. So if we can all share, but I think it's a very valuable report for us all to take a look at. Councilman Mitchum.
Thank you, Madam President. Would it be possible simply to scan the report and make it available to all of us and to the public? Right? Not make the copies, which is costly, but just scan it once and put it online.
Yeah. So let me ask if that can be done. I don't know. But I did get a request if we wanted us to order a copy. I will certainly, it's a fabulous report that really needs to be available for everyone to take a look at the cost if it was to renovate City Hall. Perfect. This is what's going on. It's 100 degrees outside. The council chambers is really hot, and the heat affects their equipment. So I will take a look at that. I'll ask the office again and see if this can be scanned and placed online at the town, through the town clerk's office, because the town clerk's office is the repository of this information. Okay? I'm sorry, Mr. Clerk, would you repeat that, please?
Just to jump in, we have yet to receive the final report from that committee, but once you do get it, happy to put it online.
Yeah, and I'm going to see if I can get a scanned copy to be sent to you, and you will be in charge of it, that office, so that the residents or anyone take a look at it can get to that report through your office. All right, so the item's been properly made and second. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Mixo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Council President Surgeon,
Yes,
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Pass.
thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. Make a motion to refer the following items. These were the supplemental items. To the Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee, 6.1, Mayor Arulampan with accompanying resolution to authorize the city to accept $1,600,000 Community Investment Fund grants from the State of Connecticut Department of Economic and Community Development. 6.2, Mayor Arulampan with accompanying resolution to authorize the city to accept $250,000 Community Investment Fund planning grant from the State of Connecticut Department of Economic and Community Development. And 6.3, Mayor Arulampan with accompanying resolution to authorize the city to accept a $4 million grant from the State of Connecticut Department of Economic and Community Development for the demolition and abatement of 150 Windsor Street, the Windsor Street Data Center.
Second.
A motion is made and properly second to refer the following items to the Planning, Economic Development, and Housing Committee. Items 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, from the supplemental agenda. Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll. First of all, is there any discussions or questions? Sorry. Seeing or hearing none now, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
On the supplemental referred items, Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Mixo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Council President Surgeon,
Yes,
Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Pass, Madam President.
thank you, Madam Majority Leader.
Thank you, Council President. I make a motion to postpone till July 14th, 2025. 5.1, Councilman Gale, Councilman Hernandez, an ordinance amending Chapter 31, Article 3, Sections 31-87 and 31-95 of the Municipal Code of Hartford to preserve the safety of city streets and sidewalks, post-construction by utilities and others, and post-repaving by the city.
Second.
A motion has been improperly second to postpone the following items 5.1. Mr. Town, is there any discussion or any questions? Seeing or hearing done, Mr. Town Clerk, please call the roll.
On the postponed item, Councilwoman Bilodeau,
Yes.
Councilman Clark,
Yes.
Councilman Gale,
Yes.
Councilman Hernandez,
Yes.
Councilman Mixo,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rosado,
Yes.
Councilwoman Rossetti,
Yes.
Council President Surgeon,
Yes,
and Councilman Thomas.
Yes.
Items passed, Madam President.
thank you, Mr. Town Clerk. Seeing that we have no other business, I want to thank everyone for joining us. I want to thank all the council members for participating in the virtual council meeting. I just want to remind all the residents that due to the weather condition we're going through, the city has established several cooling sites. You can find those locations on our website, or you can call us for where the nearest cooling site to you. I want to remind all the residents to try to stay cool and be safe. And I'm now calling the meeting to be adjourned. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Stay safe.
Good night.